Hello there, you lovely people. I hope that you're safe and I hope that you're well. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. There's, I believe, over 70 videos now that are all based on building your mental fitness, allowing you to become more resilient and building on your self-awareness. If it is a channel for you, and I cringe when I say this, literally, I cringe, but if this is a channel for you, then please do subscribe. If it's not, that's fair enough, but don't kind of just stop working on yourself. The best project you're ever going to work on in life is you, so make sure that you do carry on trying to find somebody on the internet that can kind of lift you up and allow you to build on that self-awareness. So yeah. In this video, I would like us to talk about the power of feeling stress and worried and anxious of an evening when we're trying to go to sleep. Feeling those feelings is worse, isn't great at the best of times, but crikey, it can really interrupt that downtime, that calm time of going to sleep, and most definitely when we are trying to get to sleep. Because what might happen is it will cause us to toss and turn and get really irritable and kind of just, we might keep reminding ourselves how tired we're going to feel the next day. So it's completely natural for us at the end of the day where we've kind of put our phone down of an evening, where we're on our own, maybe kind of soaking up the darkness or the silence, or maybe if you have to go to sleep with music or with the lamp on, that's fine. But it's natural for us to kind of just reflect upon the day. However, as we can both understand, it is not the most helpful at doing it at that time of an evening. So I've just got some ideas that I would like you to try to maybe better help yourself when you're trying to sleep at night, when you have that kind of overwhelming sense of anxiety, stress or worries. So a few steps, tips and pointers that I'd like you to consider is the first one is maybe to do a brain dump. Now, you might want to do this when you know that you're feeling kind of stressed, worried, anxious. You might want to do this every evening before bed. It's basically an opportunity where you take a pen and piece of paper and you just dump your worries onto this piece of paper. However little, however big. And when you're doing that, you're realizing that actually, as you are going to sleep right now, there is nothing that you can do to help yourself with those right now. For now is the time for you to rest and for you to go to sleep. It's also about realizing that actually it's about kind of that need that even though you're trying and you're desperate to go to sleep, it's about trying to find calm when you're trying to fall asleep. So it's about realizing that actually you just lying there with your eyes closed, just feeling that sense of calm is a way of, it's a form of you sleeping, it's resting, and that's the most important thing. I'd also like you to consider trying to avoid those anxiety triggers at least 1 hour before bed. So if you know that social media is something that you do just before you go to bed, but you know that it's a trigger for making you feel maybe kind of that compare and despair, then it's trying to avoid that. Same too if it's like, horror movies or a box set that's quite scary and intense. Again, it's maybe trying to avoid that 60 minutes beforehand. Because what can happen is it can just trigger this to just be on alert, when actually it's about kind of trying to allow you to feel a sense of calm. So it might be doing something such as reading. It might be doing something kind of that screen-free time where it might be just listening to music. So it's about finding your calm. It's about that self-care up to 60 minutes beforehand. Now, I'm a massive fan of Susie Redding, and she has great books. Just literally Google her and her name will come up. She's on Instagram as well. Pretty certain she'll be on, I don't know what else, but I know she's on Instagram. And she's brilliant to follow. She's absolutely brilliant. You all know how important it is for me for kind of that organised feeling. And what I'd encourage you to do if you know that you are going to have that bout of anxiety before you go to sleep or whilst you're trying to sleep, then what you might want to do is just take a moment to organise your morning the night before. So it's about always be ready and then you'll never have to get ready. So it's about being organised and planning your morning. Just so then when you're going to sleep, you know that you've got your uniform out, you've got your books ready, I don't know, you've got the train times for you going to see your mates, whatever it might be. It's just about trying to eliminate that additional anxiety that actually you can take control of and you can actually do in advance. Another one is maybe a body scan. There are so many different relaxation techniques out there. There are so many different videos out there. So either on the internet, Insight Timer, there's lots of apps as well. Insight Timer is brilliant. But it's actually about maybe doing a meditation or at least doing a body scan where you're starting at your toes and you're just allowing yourself to identify any tension. Maybe kind of bringing that tension into the muscle and then relax. And it's just going toes, knees, thighs, hips, tummy, chest, and then going to your fingertips, up to your elbows, shoulders, and then all the way up. And as you're doing that, that's just allowing you to hold that tension, but to release that tension. It serves you absolutely no purpose. Therefore, it's not fair for you to go to sleep whilst you're trying to hold on to that. Another one thing that I really love is about having the window open. Sometimes it's about kind of just realising that it's about letting go of our worries, letting go of that anxiety whilst we're trying to go to sleep. Just let it go. Because as I said just a minute ago, there is nothing that you can do necessarily about it in that moment of trying to go to sleep. So sometimes it's just about visualising it and about letting it go and out the window if you need to. Another one that I really like is about breathing, and it's about kind of breathe away that brain fog. It's just about taking those breaths. Again, maybe use some techniques, maybe use the internet, do your research. Do your research in the things that you can do to better help yourself. And then one of my favourites, which works for quite a few people, or for some people at least, is about going to sleep with a notepad and pen. And if you're waking up in the middle of the night and again you've got that worry, it's about writing it down. Subconsciously, by doing that, what we're allowing ourselves to do is almost kind of drop it and subconsciously disassociate ourselves from that. Again, it's looking at it and it's realising I'll deal with that tomorrow morning. Not right now because I'm going to sleep, I'm going to rest, but I will do that tomorrow morning. So yeah, they're just some ideas for you to kind of think about, because I know you guys go to bed too late. I know that some of you really struggle with going to sleep. But it's finding that self-compassion. It's about realising that it's not about you getting frustrated with this anxiety and kind of feeling, how dare you right now, I want to go to sleep, and getting angry. But it's about acknowledging it, and it's about kind of letting it go right there, right then. I'm afraid it can't kind of banish it, but what you can do is by acknowledging it, owning it, recognising it, is allowing yourself to actually kind of disassociate it from that particular moment, for that evening, just outside rather than feeling it. So yeah, anyway, you take care, and I look forward to doing another video another day. See you soon, everybody. Bye.